Hello, this is Chad Middleton, your vocational expert. We are here in Columbia, South Carolina, where we provide vocational evaluation reports for veterans all over the United States, as well as other parts of the world. I'm coming today to my YouTube followers and listeners, those that are looking for information about TDIU, to let you know that a vocational evaluation report is vitally essential in getting your TDIU benefits. What I'm seeing as I request records from some of these veterans is that the VA is very inconsistent. There are many people that work at the VA. There are many medical examiners that are contracted with the VA. And because the VA is so large and because they have so many people working for them and with them, that the VA is very inconsistent. Case in point, I had a veteran recently who has a 90% rating for a multitude of conditions, but primarily 70% for PTSD. After talking with the veteran, I noticed the veteran has a history of having anxiety, panic attacks, issues staying on the job, unable to work in stressful working environments, just difficulty adjusting on the job as well as in his personal life. We proceeded with the vocational assessment, and after looking at his records, we found out that he provided me with his DBQs. He had a DBQ initially in July of 2024. Then he had another DBQ in November of 2024. So what had happened was when he got his initial rating for 70%, the 70% rating was legit. Okay. It identified all of his symptoms, difficulty adjusting to work, depression, anxiety, chronic sleep impairment, occupational and social impairment with deficiencies in such areas as uh, personal social areas. It was the almost the max of what it should be for 70% for PTSD, anxiety. But then the veteran decided to file for TDIU, right? He did not use a vocational evaluation report, and he had to go back for another DBQ or CMP exam. He got another medical examiner that kept him at 70%, but reduced his symptoms, saying that he has mild or transient symptoms of PTSD that would allow him to go to work. Okay, so you see the inconsistencies. He had a TDIU, he had an initial rating of 70%, and that 70% with the symptoms listed. He files for TDIU 3 months later. In November, this is July, and in November he has another CMP exam, and that examiner evaluated him at a lesser degree. 3, 4 months in between each examination, one for PTSD, one for TDIU, and they minimized his symptoms and denied his TDIU request. Okay, inconsistency is what we're talking about. And you, as a veteran, you have no idea all this is going on behind the scenes. This is why using our services is very important because I see so much with the DBQs, with the rating decisions, with my former experience as a vocational rehabilitation counselor with the VA. I'm able to read, understand this information as it pertains to your VA claims. And because of this experience that I have, you can use it at your disposal to help you with getting TDIU. So this veteran is now with me. He has been denied TDIU benefits, and they told him he was being denied because there was some type of employment that they feel that he would be able to perform. So now, as I have this veteran, the plan is to, first of all, appeal this decision. And second of all, appeal this decision with a vocational evaluation report that supports his inability to work because of all of his service connected disabilities. Hopefully, this makes sense because TDIU is a vocational report designed to make a comment about the feasibility of your ability to work in any capacity. So, this document by a certified licensed vocational expert that is comprehensive in nature is going to be what he needs in order to overturn the TDIU denial. Okay? So, he applied and was denied. This is probably your case. If you're looking at this video, you were probably denied TDIU and you don't know why. And you usually just give up because you don't understand. And the VA feels like you should perform some type of work. You don't know what type of work you can do. All right. At least call our office and set up an initial consultation. I may agree with the VA. I may. Yeah, there might be some work that you possibly can do based on your disabilities and based on the evidence that you've provided. But in this veteran's case, he provided the documentation, showed me the inconsistencies, gave me his sporadic work history, provided me with medical documentation, provided me with information about the severity of his condition, and now I can substantiate his limitations as well as what the doctors are saying about his limitations and determine whether or not there's any work this veteran can do based on these limitations. Upon the conclusion of this research, this evaluation, it is our hope that we will say that there are no jobs that this veteran can perform anywhere in the national economy. After providing this veteran with this information, it is my hope, it is my belief that he will be found entitled for TDIU. They're going to overturn his previous denial and they're going to backdate it to the date in which he initially applied for TDIU. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say congratulations on his behalf already, even though the work hasn't been done yet. Because a lot of our veterans benefit from our services. And if you are a veteran, you're out there, you're 70, 80, 90% disabled, you're not working because of your service connected disabilities, regardless of your age, regardless of, how much money you can make or anything like that, at least call our office and set up an initial consultation. Okay? Check us out on the web at www.vcandvc.com. That's Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting. Vision Counseling and Vocational Consulting, vcandvc.com, or call our office and set up an initial consultation. Okay? I think I still have availability in the month of April. I'm not sure. But if you're interested in the consultation, go ahead and sign up, get ready for your consultation, but also start gathering your documentation. Any DBQs, you want to go ahead and request them. Any award letters that you've received, you want to also send those in to me. But majority of what I look at is your medical documentation. All right, if you're being treated at the VA, you want to go to your blue button report. Give me at least 2-3 years of your medical documentation so I can take a look at it. I know a lot of my older veterans, 67 years, 70 years old, they have a hard time trying to access their blue button report, but you can go into your VA portal, go to My Healthy Vet, and get all of the information that's necessary for me to look at your medical. All right. There's no vocational exploration or vocational evaluation report can be done without reviewing your medical. If you want to try to do a chat GBT vocational evaluation report, if you'd like, and turn that in, you can, but it's not comprehensive and it's not done by someone who's certified and licensed and has over 12 years experience working with the VA. All right. So you want to get a certified rehabilitation counselor, a vocational expert to help you in this regard and provide you with the vocational evaluation report that has credibility. Okay. So sign up, get in to see me. We'll have a virtual or a Zoom or some type of appointment or a consultation where we'll talk about some of your limitations, your work history. We'll talk about your education, what you've done in the military, what you've done since getting out of the military, problems that you've had. We'll talk about those types of things. And we also start talking about the type of evidence that you have. All right. Part 2 will be a vocational assessment where we look at your medical documentation. If you do not have proper medical documentation, we will not be able to do a report. I'm so sorry. We can't base a report on what you say. We can't base a report on just your letters from the VA that says that you have these conditions. It's not helpful. Okay. But if you have medical documentation, the medical documentation shows that you're being treated, shows that you have certain limitations, shows that you're taking certain medications, you've been given orthotic devices, back braces, crutches, orthotic shoes, canes, whatever is in your medical records, I get to see it and substantiate the problems that you're having. If you're getting counseling, you're taking medication to control your depression or PTSD or anxiety, I get to see all of that in your medical records. Okay. So it's very important that if you want to participate in a vocational evaluation, if you want us to provide a credible vocational evaluation report, you need to get us this information so that we may be able to help you with getting TDIU. Our veterans are calling me back and letting us know that they are or they have been awarded TDIU benefits, and they're very appreciative of these services that we provide because the VA has to acknowledge the words of an expert. Okay. And that would be me. All right. So call us 803-563-5087. Again, that number is 803-563-5087. You can even call us after hours, leave a message on the voicemail and let us know how to reach you, and we'll contact you for consultation. Also, you can email us at admin, ADMIN, at vcnvc.com. Give us your information. Let us know that you want to participate in a consultation. We'll get you signed up for a consultation. Okay. So I look forward to talking to you. I thank you for this time and this space. I am here while you have an opportunity to help you with your TDIU claim. And I told a veteran this just the other day. If you're scared or if you're afraid of losing your rating because you haven't been treated, because it's better, your conditions is better, it's best to just leave TDIU alone. If you're afraid of going forward with trying to get 100% P&T, it's best to just leave TDIU alone, because a lot of my veterans are just scared. I don't want to lose my 90%. Well, you're not going to lose your 90% if your conditions are still static, right? Your conditions are still static. You're taking medication. You're being treated. You have nothing to worry about unless the VA can prove that you're better. All right. How can they do that? Well, if you go into a CMP exam and you say you don't have any problems, you say you are not taking medication, you say that you're not being treated. Now they have information to suggest that your condition may have been better or may be better, and they have the ammunition to decrease your rating. All right. They can't get that without you giving it to them. All right. So just a little tidbit of information. I didn't mean for this call to last so long, but give our office a call. Let's schedule a consultation. Let's see how we can help you. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you very soon.